This will just be a base color. I hope to enhance it a bit. Don't want everything to be all the same value here. Alright. Okay, this color, all red. I'm going to try some of this on this table here. So, set it against that. That will work, I believe. Make it kind of a mahogany look. I think I can probably get away with leaving the underside unpainted. I'm not going to worry about that. But we'll make sure that everything that's visible is covered. Let's try something here. Not sure if this will work. Well, if it doesn't work, I'll cut it out. How's that? I'd like to add some variation in tone to this tabletop here. Perhaps even some wood grain. Just to break it up. Oops. All right. Maybe a bit much. Well, just let them blare here. Something like that. Well, obviously, need to touch it up a bit. But we've made a start. We've made a start. After that leg dries, the other leg's dry. I can do the last one. So let's just add, just got this cheap craft paint, black. I believe that will work. Darken up this brown a little bit. Let's see. A little more, perhaps. There we go. The brown is just eating this black up. It's not getting that much darker. Okay, let's try that. That's a little bit. Definitely going to need 2 coats. Okay, well again, this will be a base coat. Just trying to mix it up a little bit so we don't have everything the same color. Definitely don't want that. We want some variety. Provide some visual interest here. Again, I can do 3 legs and leave 1 to hold on to. Come on, running out of paint. We don't want to do that. Oh. That was not very smart. Okay, we'll keep him down there. Won't happen again. Yes, we will definitely do another coat of this one. So, yeah, they don't look exactly alike. They're not the same color, which is what we want. These are not a matched set. Okay. And this one is still wet. We're going to let everything dry thoroughly and then get started. And we're good there. Okay. See if you can stand up. Behave yourself now. You haven't drinking the potion yet. Whoops, whoops. Okay, maybe not. Let's let him down. Okay. Okay, so I got the floor and the table and stool, one coat down, so we'll give those a rest, let them thoroughly dry. I touched up the part that I didn't get to do, so I'm going to start on the figure now, at least the coat, because it's such a big area. I'm gonna airbrush this, and I'm gonna start with a like a medium gray color, and then add the lights and darks after. But the medium gray, it's this just a cheap from art supply store, just a warm gray, kind of a mid-tone gray. And I'll thin it down with a little bit of this airbrush medium. Just spray one base coat of that stuff. Let's try it, see what happens. Ooh, that's not good. It's not good at all. This is one dirty, dirty airbrush. Yeah, that's not gonna work. Take two. Okay, maybe we've got it now. A little better. Okay. Okay, so after that heavy coat of gray I airbrushed on, I brushed it, made it a little more even. The paint was just way too thick, so I brushed it, moved it around, got it thinner and more even in places, and let it dry. And then I just washed on some thinned out white craft paint. I just used basic cheap white craft paint. I also used some of this acrylics, Liquitex acrylic artist paint, some transparent mixing white, mixed it with some acrylic medium. And so I got pretty good effect. I got some dirt, his dirty pockets here, and some nice shading all the way around. He looks pretty good. So I'm going to start on the pants now. I also did his shirt. His shirt under his coat is going to be a white shirt, so I think that's good the way it is. It's not very visible, but I'm going to start now with the pants. I'm going to use this Vallejo Flat Earth. I think this will make a good color for his brown wool trousers. And let's give it a go. And let's see, let's use a little bit of medium here. This is what I've been using, mixing with the acrylic paint, this acrylic medium. I find that it just makes the paint flow better. It thins the consistency, but it doesn't really dilute the color. So, not like just thinning it with water. Doesn't really turn it into a glaze too much if you don't use too much of it. so. Got a brush here. Okay. Let's see how it's gonna work. I think this is gonna be okay. Going to need multiple coats, obviously, it looks like, over the white primer. Also fixed this seam. Oh, and I just got paint on the table somewhere. Well, isn't that nice? Okay. Fixed this seam here. So, looks much better than it did. And so I'm trying to be careful, minimize the holding on the around the middle there, because that seam is very weak. This plastic's quite thin, so a little bit of pressure and it's just going to crack that again. So we'll get up here as far as I can with the big brush, and then I suspect I'll have to use a smaller brush. But I don't think anybody's going to be looking up his lab coat. There's nothing to see up there, trust me, I've seen it. I've been there. You might say I made him what he is. So, go. Shoes will be brown also, darker brown. So, and then once we get some changes in tone in here, some highlights and some shadows, going for the very dramatic, trying to make it as dramatic as possible. We don't want it to be dull. This is a very dramatic content here. We're talking about Dr. Jekyll after all. This turns himself into a monster. So there I go, wasting paint again. There's also a belt, which is pretty visible. I don't know. I don't know if he should have a brown belt or a black belt. But if he has a black belt, he should probably have black shoes, right? I don't think a proper Victorian gentleman back then would not have worn a black leather belt with brown leather shoes. The belt and the shoes, I'm assuming, should match. I mean, that would be a most unfortunate faux pas if that were to happen. This is just going to be a base color. I hope to liven it up a little bit. Some lights and darks, some shadows, and some highlights. There's a little belt loop there. Yeah, I think maybe his belt should be a darker brown than, well, or black. I don't know. I'll have to decide. Obviously, time is running out. I need to decide soon. What is it going to be? Okay. We'll let this dry a little better, and then we can get back into it. But, he seems to be coming along. I just hope I don't break him. So, he does stand up nicely, which is good. So, let's give him a rest and we'll get back into it. Okay, I thought maybe I'll go for his shoes. I'll try this Vallejo Hull Red. It's the color I used when I mixed up for the table and for the chair. So, and it looks pretty brown. It's kind of a dark brown, maybe a fine, rich Corinthian leather that will be nice for his shoes. So we'll try it. I can always change it if it doesn't work, but I think this may be a good color for them. And the socks, well, that's a whole nother matter. What are the socks going to be? They should probably be, I don't know, Argyles. All these fashion choices. Here I am making Dr. Jekyll's fashion choices for him. These are Dr. Jekyll's fashion choices and not Mr. Hyde's. Dr. Jekyll is the one who picked out the clothes. Didn't matter to Mr. Hyde. He didn't care. Yeah, more wasted paint. Wasted paint. Well, it came out of the bottle too quickly. I couldn't stop it. Gently, gently. Don't want to mess it up. We don't want to break his coat again. Yeah, I'll just make a suggestion of some black socks in there will do just fine. It doesn't matter what color his socks are. We'll need to pull out some of these details, though. There are amazing details on this kit. Like all these Aurora kits, the detail is just phenomenal. Okay. So there we have the shoes. Let's see if we can tackle the belt with a little bit of a little brush. And little patience and whatnot. Get that in there. Oh. Well, he got another stain on his lab coat. He couldn't help it. Wow, can't see it. I can't get the light in there. Okay, well. Well, that's pretty good for now. There'll be a little more shading. Put a couple more shadows in there, and I don't think anybody will notice. I think it will be fine. Okay. I think I can probably set him down. I don't think he's going to get anything on the floor. And maybe we have dried enough that we can touch up this brown. Let's see. Another coat. Okay. We're going to let him dry, and then we'll start up again, doing just some more shading, putting in some shadows like I did on the coat here. Shadows and highlights, give it some dimension, break it up so it's not all just one flat color. Careful now. Okay, so he's going to be just about like that. Okay. Okay, so here we go. We've got them. We've got the pants. We've got the shoes. The pants are just this Vallejo flat earth, so I'm going to add some variation. Got some artist acrylic, some transparent burnt sienna, a little bit of acrylic medium, and we'll see if we can liven up his pants a bit. Let's do this. Let's set him down. Okay. That's a little redder than I had hoped. Well, we'll see what happens. Maybe in the front here. Oops, whoops. A little more of a glazing effect here. Gonna need some darker colors. Okay. Yeah, I like that better. Doesn't have to be all over. Okay. All right. Dropping cheap craft paint. Okay. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Start off intrusively here. Thin it down a little bit. There we go. I don't know what I'm doing here. What am I doing? Trying to get some variation in the tone. There we go. Make it a little bit more interesting, a little more real. So a little bit of gray here and there, touch of gray, subtle. And he may very well have been crawling around on the floor, for all we know, in his monstrous state. Not too much. Practice some restraint. Well, he looks like he's got dirty pants on, but of course he's a monster. Why wouldn't he have dirty pants? All right. A little bit of sure if those heels are going to show, but well, they might. I actually should change to a smaller brush for this. And it's pretty much just laziness keeping me from doing that. Okay, maybe that will help. See how it looks. Still can't see it shooting into the light here. Let's turn off this light. Does it look any better? All right. Well, we're coming along. Okay. Time to start working on the flesh tones, the skin and the skin tones in the face. So we'll do that next.